PAX, a podcast where we talk about people, partnerships, and professionalism. And today I got Ron from the Fighter Country Foundation. A great foundation. There's a big event coming up. We'll jump in to talk about that here in a couple of minutes. But I always love to start these podcasts by talking about the relationships, the people behind the good work that's going on. People here that are in our local communities, doing working really hard to make good things happen. That's what the motto is: changing the ride service industry for good. We want to, so we're partnering with people. All of your rides can benefit community partners, and the Fighter Country Foundation is one of those community partners. So when you ride, you can choose the drop down to have a portion of your ride benefit the Fighter Country Foundation. But before we jump into all of the things and who's the what's, how did we get connected? How did Fighter Country Foundation get connected with PAX? I believe we have our mutual friend is Robert McGeorge. How did you get connected with them? How did that happen?
Well, one of my previous career paths, I was a golf professional and I worked at the Wigwam Resort. So got to know all the country club members, got to know them exceptionally well through the services I provided as a golf professional. And then Robert also worked for them as well. So we actually worked together as well as got to know him through the Wigwam Country Club.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong here. So I hope this isn't misinformation. But you both at one time were the honorary commander. Talk about that. What does that mean?
Yeah, so
We're
the Luke Air Force Base, which is the entity that we support, has a Department of Defense civic engagement program called the Honorary Commander Program. And yeah, we were both honorary commanders 2008 to 2010. That is correct.
Man, so you guys have been bumping into each other many times to the not necessarily recent past. You guys go way back. That's really cool. So then, how did you hear about PAX? Did Robert just hit you up and say, "Hey, I know you're doing a lot of really good work, and we're looking for partnerships here in the Valley"? Is that how that happened?
Yeah, I mean he's familiar with what our organization does and how we support the airmen, and he loves to share his stories. And when he shared with me that one experience he had riding down to the airport in one of the other ride share programs, and just heard about the frustrations from the drivers, and he shared it with me. I was like, that sounds like a no brainer. And then on top of it, something that we do at Luke is we support airmen against drunk driving, and they need to use rideshare every once in a while. So it was a perfect fit to extend these discussions and create a partnership.
Yeah, that's a great connection. Now, uh, for people who don't know about the Fighter Country Foundation, there's a lot of work that you do to support the airmen and their families together. Correct?
That is correct. Yes,
So,
we
so tell us a
our,
little bit about what you do and who you support.
yeah, our core purpose is programs and services. So we tailor and design and provide programs and services around morale and well-being, culture and tradition, and mission sustainability. Most of that being around morale and well-being. And we'll work with the leadership on the base to identify groups of individuals maybe going through some challenges or some hardships. We'll support single parents. We'll support marriage retreats, family retreats. We'll support deployed family functions. And what has methodically grown over the years is now at a level where we're providing almost 70 programs and services throughout the course of the year.
Oh my
So
goodness, that's
very, very, very impactful, and then it's grown. It's grown from providing programs and services to adding in projects. And when I say projects, I'm talking renovations of kitchens, renovations of facilities that fall under the non-mission critical status. So they're not going to get their attention that the DoD would like to provide. Don't get me wrong, but money gets stretched thin over 93 Air Force bases, and not counting all the other Army, Marines, Navy. I mean, it's just there's not enough money to go around. So we get a chance to fill in a lot of the gaps. It's pretty
well.
pretty awesome what we do.
No, that is true, and we are a proud community partner with you for that reason. Supporting, it seems like all the people out there trying to do good things. They're always stretched thin for finances. Trying to, it just is the way. It's just the nature of charities and nonprofits, and so they're always looking for help and creative ways to not only raise awareness but also increase funds. And that's one of the reasons we are super excited to partner with you guys as PAX, because we've got a great platform. Everybody that gets in our ride, they may not even know that your organization is out there and doing the good work that it's doing. So there's a way that we can raise awareness just by partnering with you and doing things like this podcast. But then also, every time somebody gets in the ride, this isn't just like an event based or a one-time based initiative. This is an all year round initiative that PAX has relationships here in the valley with people exactly like the Fighter Country Foundation, and we want to promote you guys, going, hey, I don't know if you have a connection or a propensity to want to give back or even a mind to give back, but you should, because there's a lot of really good people doing good things in our communities. And here's a list of them. So every time somebody takes a ride, they can choose to ride for a charity or benefit, and a portion of that ride goes to benefit straight to you guys. And so I wanted to promote that on this podcast specifically, because you've got a couple of things coming up where there's going to be a lot of guys hopefully needing rides, or at least you've got a couple. Well, and you have events all year long, right? You have a couple big events that are throughout the year, but you have one in a couple of weeks that I'll jump into in a second. But you do events throughout the year, correct?
Yes, we do. We do. We have multiple events that are either our events or events that we're supporting inside the fence that have a huge population.
Yeah. So just in terms of numbers, do you? And I hate to put you on the spot, and I should never do that, but do you have a general like 10,000 foot perspective on numbers? Like this next event, this golf one that's coming up in a couple of weeks. You've got a basic round number of who's going to be out at that event, correct?
Yeah, we'll have about 500 people attending on Friday, and
Yep.
then Thursday evening is our VIP sponsor recognition event, and we'll have probably approaching somewhere 250 individuals at that one.
And then you have a bigger one in December. You have another one. When does
Well,
that
our
happen?
fall fundraiser is growing, and we started it because we can't we can't accommodate any more support for our golf classic because we fill all three golf courses. So it's a good problem to have, but
Yeah.
we get oversold. So we created the fall fundraiser 2 years ago, and it's grown each time. So this is the third annual fall fundraiser. We're estimating probably about 300 individuals attending that.
That's so awesome. I love it. Well, we definitely are excited to be the official ride service sponsor for this event. We're looking forward to promoting not only our service to your folks, but also our partnership, because that's an all year thing. So anytime somebody gets in a ride, they can choose to support the Fighter Country Foundation. And if you want to know more about what's going on in the Fighter Country and the work that they do for Fighter Country, the Fighter Country Foundation, you can go to fightercountry.org, or is it foundation? Which one is it? What's
No,
the URL?
fightercountry.org. Yes.
Fightercountry.org. Okay. So I think I got that on my text here, so we can put that up on the screen. Fightercountry.org. So if you want to know the work that they're doing and get introduced to not only their events, but who they are and what they do, make sure you go check that out at fightercountry.org. And if you want to support them, get in a PAX, because you can donate a portion of your ride to help support what it is that they do. Anything else you want to throw in here at the last minute before we close, Ron?
Yeah. Also follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. We're improving our social media posts. And like we just welcome back the 161st Air Refueling Wing that returned back from the Middle East. A really,
Oh,
really intense deployment that they had. They were gone for 4 months, so you could imagine what they were doing over there.
mm,
And we just welcome them back. So we're just fortunate to be able to provide these amazing programs and services, and to bring in partners and unique collaboration with PAX. I'm really excited for what this future can bring. And I'm looking forward to it.
great, great. Well, and the date of the event, I missed that one. Do you have any more spots open for that, or is that already sold out?
It is sold out. It's May 15th is the evening function, and May 16th is the day of golf. And anybody who lives out in the West Valley, I will, a little full disclosure is a cannon will be launched, will be firing at 8 o'clock in the morning. So no, a house did not blow up. It is a cannon that goes off to signify the launch of the shotgun tournament.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm excited. I'll be out there. I know some of our other partners will be out there as well. So, and our drivers are looking forward to that event and being able to service you guys for all the work and hard work and service you guys do too. So, thank you for joining me today. I love that sound of freedom in the background.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's perfect timing. We're wrapping up this podcast right as a whole bunch of jets are taking off.
I love it. I love it. I used to live right or I used to work, not live. I used to work right in the middle of a flight path. So it's a familiar sound that I definitely miss. So, hey, Ron, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the work that you do. Not only I, but PAX, and we just thank you for your service, man. Appreciate that.
All right, you got it. Thanks.
All right, bye. Okay.